What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? A king-sized blanket for a queen-sized bed. A dash cam for your car can protect you from wrongful claims, also vandalisms and theft. May sound simple, but a good pillow. It is amazing the change in body aches and sleep you see when you have a good pillow that fits you. A good shop vac. You will not believe how many uses around the house you'll find for it. Cobweb removal, water removal, gravel removal, vent cleaning, soot trap cleaning, after a good scrub since it's likely dirty from other tasks, car vacuuming, dust sucking, the list goes on. Seriously, if you plan to buy or already own a home, go get a shop vac. A 10-foot charging cable or a quality pair of shoes. Motion sensor night lights. Can't tell you how many stubbed toes or falls they have prevented. Also a cheap intruder alarm. If you have a large lawn or a property that requires a lot of yard work, get some 3M Work Tunes. About $50, and their combination hearing protection and Bluetooth headphones so you can actually hear your music without destroying your eardrums. They're a good gift too for anyone you know with a lawn or wood shop or something. At my old house it was a 4 to 5 hour ordeal to mow and trim the property. It'd likely have went fully insane without those. In my opinion, definitely a weighted blanket if you have a hard time sleeping at night or have anxiety. They have some at Target for $25 currently. Smile. A good shower head. I cannot stress enough how a high-quality shower head can turn getting clean into utterly zen. 30 minutes self-healing and relaxation session. Step 1. Throw away all your socks. Step 2. Buy 3 to 5 packages of the same sock. Step 3. Enjoy a life without ever having to match socks again. Light-hearted, but a pressure cooker. You can get one for around $100, and it can easily cook a genuinely staggering variety of food, and cook it well. This post cost me over $400 so far. 24M. I bought a book online about SQL for like $25 and then a course on Udemy for like $11.99, but went from a job earning $35,000 to $55,000 because I took time to learn a new skill. And if I end up staying and becoming a higher level analyst, salary is around 70-75K. Maybe data analysis isn't your gig, but learning a skill can be cheap in terms of money, more time consuming than anything but worthwhile. An air compressor to air up your tires. Got one off Amazon for $30. A hammock. Bought my a year ago and I have no idea what I did without it. You can literally post up anywhere and everywhere and it will encourage you to go outside a lot more. YouTube wants you to think the answer is YouTube Premium. Your first mechanical keyboard, but the second one will be over 100 used. A glass breaker on a keychain. Push it against the glass of your car window and it shatters immediately, helping you get out of a car underwater, broken door, etc. Super cheap and life-saving. A basic skincare routine. I'm talking like cleanse, moisturize, sunscreen, and if you're really adventurous / in need, get yourself a topical for acne or concerns. Amazing for your self-esteem, and also becomes a form of self-care eventually. It's so easy to forget to take care of yourself. A slow cooker, a Kindle or library card, a juicer / blender, a donation to adopt a pet from an animal shelter, a printer. House plants, they will make you happy looking after them. I recently bought a Venus flytrap. She caught her first fly today. So proud. Books. Knowledge is currency that only increases. I bought a $1 back scratcher from an Asian market in town. Best $1 I ever spent. A pull-up bar edit. Thank you so much for 6K upvotes. This is most I've ever gotten. If you want information on how to progress, please look at u/cultsfan10395 comment below. His information is very useful. Meat thermometer. No more cutting open meat to see if it's done, thus leaking juices. 2 pet ducks. You may be tempted to go for one, but trust me, you need 2, and you'll have about $76 left over. A good everyday carry pocket knife. I use mine several times a day. A shelter dog. Holy crap, my life has changed for the better. A passport, although it depends where in the world you are. Where I am it is less than the equivalent of $100. A curved shower rod. Seriously, $10 for a tension rod, or $28 for a curved one that takes a bit more effort to install, but your showers are suddenly 33% larger and feels like you're in a hotel every day. Vertical mouse. $20. Saved my wrist using it at work all day. It looks odd but it feels so much more natural. I even got a bunch of people at my office to buy one after they tried mine. New pair of socks. If you've been wearing the same pairs forever like I usually do, there's nothing like putting on a new pair of freshly bought socks. You can totally feel the difference. I never realized till was an adult sadly, but I appreciate the feeling of new socks all the time. A pair of wireless earbuds. I can't stand the in-house music in stores, and these earbuds keep me sane while shopping. Prescription contact lens. Didn't realize how many people would want to know where to order. So far my fastest option is ordering from opticontacts.com. They will only take a week or less. Lens Me is another option with more exotic brands, but they take much longer to arrive as they ship out of Dubia. Neither will ask for prescription from doctor. You just manually input your RX. Another monitor. Your productivity will increase dramatically. A Brita filter water pitcher and reusable bottles. I cut out most drinks aside from water back in October, and we were going through 2+ cases a week. It was expensive, heavy, took up way too much space, and was such a waste of plastic. I ended up buying a Brita pitcher from Walmart for about $18. We fill it up 2 or 3 times a day, and everyone has their own water bottle now. When quarantine started and no one could find bottled water, but we were good. There were so many positives to buying the Brita pitcher that I wish I had bought it years ago. Rice cooker. That fucker kept me fed during depression when I barely had the energy to get out of bed. Takes less than nothing to get some rice in there and flip the switch. Want something sweet? Throw coconut and sugar in there. Want flavor but can't beef to make anything? Get some Spanish rice or saffron going. You can throw tofu in there with it if you need. Yeah, it's not the best for you, but hot food is better than no food. A decent light wake-up alarm clock. Completely changed my mornings. Don't think I could ever go back to using my phone or a simple alarm clock. Silk pillowcase. As a Canadian, it is really upsetting to hear about all the things that can supposedly be had for $100 in other places. Carbon monoxide alarm, please get one. I bought 8 meal preps, for $96 for someone. It helped them through a hard time and provided hope. They just got their own place now and can comfortably afford all their meals on their own. Fitted sheet straps. They keep cheap sheets from popping up at the corners. So now I can use soft sheets that don't cost a fortune, and my sleep is undisturbed by them popping loose, greatly improving my quality of life. A nasal irrigation kit. Either the electronic pump or simply the squeeze bottles. I started using them both leading up to surgery on my sinuses, and I haven't stopped using them since. It takes some getting used to, but the relief and clean feeling is amazing. A folding wagon. Getting groceries in the house, camping gear, etc. We always have it in the car, and you can do 5 trips worth by hand effortlessly. AeroPress coffee maker. The thing broke my wife of her $200 monthly Starbucks habit. The unit costs maybe $25 or so. If you have trouble getting up or functioning in the morning, and like a nice cup of coffee or tea, an electric kettle with a timer can be a real game changer, or just getting an electric kettle if you don't have one. Instant Pot. Seriously, I love my Instant Pot more than I loved my first slow cooker. It changed summer cooking for me forever. A gym membership. Lost 15 kilograms and regained my self-confidence. Definitely life-changing. 100 feet Ethernet cable. Technology has not yet improved to the point where wireless communication is reliable or fast enough to compare to wired. For large downloads and gaming, anyway. Wi-Fi is fine for anything you could do on a phone. For boob havers out there, a really good bra that looks great alone and under almost everything, fits really well, and you're not dying to take it off at the end of the day. They do exist, even for the busty, like myself. It requires an outlay of cash, but you don't need to pay $100+ for it. Bluetooth speaker with micro SD slot. A planner diary and a personal journal. A solid knife. You never know when you're going to need a knife. A great office chair. If you're WFH, definitely a decent office chair will save you from /neck problems down the road. It's $0 to talk to your children about how they feel. This way, you might be able to prevent self-harm or suicide. A kitchen scale. Completely changed my food consumption, since I could easily measure portions. I learned what they actually should be, not what we in the US act like they are. That plus my FitnessPal, the free version, even, equals me losing 120 pounds over 18 months and developing a much healthier relationship with food and eating. Very simple tools, but great for enacting real, lasting change. Thumbs up. Upgraded my box spring, pillow, and purchased a sound machine before lockdown. I've had more solid sleep and am having quite more pleasant days. I live with anxiety and PTSD and am a cannabis user. Medically, proper channels. As a father of 3, 4th en route, life is simply compounding with interior place issues. After I upgraded my box spring and pillow, I purchased a sound machine. To be honest, each of these 3 things will elevate your sleeping and alter your days to come, not to mention the medical. Each of these things are separately $100. A real lava lamp. Not that glitter lamp bullshit. It's honestly such a stress reliever to have those balls of wax bouncing around as you try to fall asleep. Turn that thing on and my brain just knows it's zen time. It was completely free for me to pick up an naloxone kit from my local pharmacy. When I called about picking one up, they scheduled a free training one-on-one with me so that I knew how to administer it in the event of an overdose. Being in university and having parties around our place made it seem necessary to have one, just in case. Never had to use it. This question, or variations, get posted every single day in this sub. Check out r/buyitforlife for some quality recommendations. Gentle sirs, buy gold bond powder and put it on your nuts. It feels like someone is lightly blowing on your sack even on a hot day. I promise it will blow you goddamn mind. A decent pair of true wireless earphones. They are at the point where they've improved to be actually a properly good product, and it's so much better than constantly breaking wired headphones. I bought a pair and immediately understood why the headphone jack is dying. A desk for laptop. Seriously, using it on bed or somewhere else isn't as great as it's on a desk. Also a comfortable chair. A collar that you can put ice cubes in to help keep you cool. I do a decent amount of outside and digging jobs and this thing probably saved me from heat stroke. And only $20. A detachable shower head. You can spray down all of those hard to reach places. Milk so my dad can come back. Rice cooker. Rice on demand electric kettle. Tea on demand Lilo Sona. Orgasms on demand small AAA flashlight for pocket. Light on demand case pocket knife. Tool on demand DOM white noise generator. Sleep on demand. A menstrual cup. It's about $20, $30 and it replaces 10 years worth of pads and tampons. It saves so much money and reduces so much waste. Also, it's perfect if you want to travel long-term in developing areas. I traveled for 8 months last year and I packed 1 box of tampons, most of which came home with me at the end of the trip. Plus, it's fun when it pops open in your vagina and you look around like, did anyone notice what just happened? A menstrual cup. I guess mine cost about $20 to $30. I've saved a lot of money in the long run by not having to buy pads and tampons all the time. The cup is either in a small bag in my press/handbag or in my private part. A life-changing invention according to me. Kitchen scale. It is much easier to lose weight when you know how many calories you're actually consuming.